Hello and happy Friday, LinkedIn. How do you calibrate multiple time-of-flight depth cameras, or vertical cavity surface emitting laser systems, or light imaging detection and ranging camera systems? Generally, you had to hold up a checkerboard, or you had to manually move the transforms over, and this has been very challenging for us. You know, as you look at the entire picture here, as the future of volumetric holoportation or teleportation, you know, as Microsoft talked a lot about this remote support for facility maintenance and so on and so forth, we need to create a streamlined process to calibrate you know, different types of cameras from vendors and manufacturers across that platform. So if you have an Orbic, if you have an Intel RealSense camera, if you have a Kinect V2, if you have a PMD, you should be able to calibrate and utilize each one of these systems you know, within one piece of software. So Jasper Brekel, or Brekel.com, has a new beta, BodyV3, that allows you to do this. Now, he hasn't introduced the RealSense down here. I just have that running on that Intel RealSense software, but I do have the Orbic Astra Pro and two Kinect V2s. One V2 is on this laptop, and one is actually going to stream over the network. And what I want to show you is his auto calibration feature. Now, it isn't perfect. This is still beta, so don't be too hard on Brekel or me for beta testing it out here. I just wanted to show you guys what the future of this is generally you'll just have 5 or 6 different cameras in one of these pods that you go to, so you don't have to fly halfway around the world to be at a meeting virtually with your hologram, but you'll just press one simple button, you'll hold your hand up, and all the transforms should align. It'll probably be off just a little bit. The calibration's been a little funky, but I wanted to show it to you now. So let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and jump back into the software here, and I am going to disengage this depth sensor, and I'm just going to re-engage the Orbic depth sensor here. Let's see what comes up. Both streams should come up, and let's make sure that I have that. They're perfect. So let's jump back in to the OBS. So now you can see I have basically 2 different streams. One's coming from the Astra Pro here, the Orbic Astra Pro, and the other one is coming from the Kinect V2 right in front of me. Okay, so traditionally, how do you calibrate this, right? You'd have to hold the checkerboard or move the X, Y, and Z, so each one are along the same plane, and it's all calibrated. But you always end up just getting it just a little bit off, and it's so frustrating. So let's start that calibration feature so you can see what that looks like. So we're going to jump back in here, and we'll just go ahead and align the sensors with the start sensor alignment. And what I have to do is hold my hand up as he gets started, and that calibration should get going. So I have to turn all the way around just ever so slowly with my right hand, turn just a little bit back around this way. Perfect. And it's lining up nicely. Look at that. You see, this is a huge advantage for everybody, because now you can export this directly out to Unity or Unreal, and you can actually live stream this out, create a point cloud into the Magic Leap or the new Microsoft HoloLens 2.0, you know, or the Avigent HMD. Basically any kind of system, even in virtual reality. This is really a big deal, and this is just 2 different sensors here. You can see it's aligned pretty well all the way across here. I'll just step up so you can kind of see all those calibration features. But let's try to add a 3rd sensor. This is where I've been running into a little bit of a hiccup today, but you can see 2 aligned just perfectly. Now let's add a 3rd one to see how it rolls, okay? So let's jump back into this, and we're going to disengage all of the sensors, and now I'm going to add my network sensor. You should see some delay here. And let's jump back in so you can see all 3 streams. Let's see if I have another one on this side. And that's still delayed just a little bit, but you know, all 3 of them are pretty good. So let's go ahead and start that calibration feature one more time and see if we can get them all to align up perfectly. All right, right hand up. Let's give it a shot. All right, so you can see that that 3rd transform there as I'm moving around. About 15 seconds here. I'm just going to go all the way in full circle. It's off just ever so slightly, but that's still an incredible achievement with just 1 calibration transform, right? That's not too bad. And again, I have 360 degrees. So I have all these cameras. You can kind of see those rays coming in. That's where the cameras are actually located. So let's give it one more shot here. I always like to try things more than once. So we'll give that one more shot, and let's do the left hand this time. We'll go ahead and throw this up and see if it works any better. Perfect. So let's kind of move in and out of this transform. Working pretty well, actually. There we go. All right. There we go. It's not too bad, right? So now we have 3 individual depth cameras, 2 Connect V2s, and 1 Orbic Astra Pro, all calibrated into one central file. This is amazing, you know. And what we want to see is a vendor agnostic approach to this as the spatial computing paradigm continues to march forward. And this, you know, Jasper, I just wanted to say congratulations. This is amazing. I just finally got this to work. I had again a few hiccups because I have multi laptop setup systems here. But if you haven't tried this out, go ahead. You have to purchase a V1 or V2 license to get access to this beta 3. Jasper was very nice enough to let me download it for free so I could showcase it to you guys. But if you have any questions, reach out to me and let me know, obviously, or reach out to Jasper and let him know. It's his software. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a fantastic weekend.